I see you found whatever this is. It's not the fable of the Netch, as I recall it.
Nevertheless,
I am occasionally fond of the Netch's levity. However, if you are short on patience for playful antics, you may find this a difficult trial. Worth it, I think, on your path to master scribing. A prank, no doubt. The Netch is known for pranks and tricks. It enjoys wandering invisibly, causing mischief and spreading what it considers to be joy. The Netch almost certainly traded out the Scalarium's fable for one of its authorship. I think it likely the Netch will reveal some sign to you. It delights in showing off its cleverness. Nalia and I discovered an echo in the West Wing that should relate to the Netch. I'm sure whatever you learn there will be most instructive. I hope nothing else has been tampered with. There's already so much wrong in the Scalarium. So much that didn't stand the test of time. A vain, jovial, and generous being. It approaches life's solemn moments as an opportunity for new ways to demonstrate its wit and whimsy. The Netch and Ulfsild got along famously well, but I find it to be a little much. It enjoys being the center of attention, its tendrils ever reaching for evermore. Ruffles my feathers a bit. Its actions will seem enigmatic, even esoteric, but it really does mean well, I think.
normally I'd be more wary of something as powerful as a luminary playing tricks, but the Netcha's sense of humor seems harmless. What in Ifre's name? Is that a squirrel? Hey there! I thought you could use some help tracking down the fable. It seems like this Netch has a very distinct sense of humor. I'm willing to play along for now if you are. The Netch is a trickster, but it's also proud of its wit. Getting the upper hand with someone like that is simple. Flatter them. Reminds me of a Covenant knight I once met who tried all night to get my attention. But that's a story for another day. I think we do just as they did in the fable. Here, allow me. Oh, great and glorious Netch! Your cleverness exceeds us. We beseech your aid in finding your true fable. Guide us to your Netchy bosom. Make our lofty dreams come true! I think it worked. Quick, follow them!
Good heavens, I say! Aha! You found it! The true fable! Not as good as my version, of course. Good heavens, I say!
Any luck finding the real fable? Let me look. Here, this part about the river settlement. I bet anything that's Bulmera. Lovely place. There's a big river running through the middle of town. Sounds like it was even bigger back when the fable was written.
Something keeps tugging on my robes, like a child playing a game. But no one's there. It's the Netch, isn't it? This blob of yours is testing my patience. Let me see. This bit at the end that mentions Azura's coast. I bet it's referring to Sadrith Mora and Tel Galen. Just plot a course between those two towers, and I bet you'll find the door. That's what you're looking for, right?
Well, more tricks? Or did you find the real fable of the Netch? The real fable? Of course. I remember it well. Let's see. There was mention of the Zainab, yes? The ruins you seek are called Nechuleft. Be sure not to fall like the Ashlander in the story. The Netch may not see fit to catch you.
There are so many awe-inspiring creatures whose shape this luminary might have taken. Indrik, dragon, griffin, and yet it's a Netch. It's rather silly, but perhaps that's the entire point. Let's see... right at the top here. The Daedric Ruins. I don't know the name, but they're on an island southeast of Voss. If only the place was still full of chickens like the fable says.
Dear Tywin, how I long to see you smile.
Giddy up.
My ship's the fastest vessel to sail the Vardenfell waterways. We never run. If the place has a port and a dock, I can take you there. Where do you want to go?
One more day, that is all I ask. Lane and Menwendel must see this place.
Look at you being resourceful.
You there, Outlander. I have a proposition for you.
Keep an ear out for anything exciting.
I can't believe they want us to go outside the house.
What? Have a look.
Bet there's a great tavern around here.
Welcome to my little grotto. Drink it in. You found the Netch. I hope I live up to expectations. Behold, my beauty, my splendor. A gift to you, not Ulfsealed. You have worked hard to find me. I know why, of course. I always know why. Confirm for me, please. Ulfsealed is gone, yes? She said that might happen. I hoped she was mistaken. She often was. Well, no Ulfsealed, no problem, not Ulfsealed. You have a naturally buoyant spirit, I can tell. This will be an effervescent experience. Let us begin. Let's open the door to my domain and let some of my beauty, my majesty, into the scholarium. Place the fable on the dais. Yes, the original fable. Not the new and enhanced version I wrote. That one won't work, unfortunately. You have such a remarkable way of setting books down. Very deliberate. I'm supposed to test you. But tests are weighty, not good for floating. I prefer games. Easier to win and just as easy to prove how clever you are. Oh, listen to me, droning on like the dragon. Anyway, I have some games for us to play. The kind of game. Oh, anything to take the weight off the shoulders. Health, or happiness, or even money. Ulfsealed tried to explain money to me. It sounded depressing, but apparently people quite like it. I have a list of helpful games for you to play. You must traverse the land in search of 7 orbs. Only with orbs in hand, when the warrior is high in the night sky, can you wish? I kid. They're right here. Only complete those that make you feel the most buoyant. I'll handle the rest. Let us see what you make of my little games. The best games are ones that others don't know they're playing. Makes for much more bubbly responses when they discover the joyful tricks we played on them. Oh, of course you do not, Ulfsealed. How can you be more buoyant? Why do you have no tendrils when I was blessed with so many? Why bother with the other luminaries when I am right here? I cannot answer all of life's mysteries for you, but I will try. Ah, there was a truly boundless soul. Ulfsild was a most bubbly companion, joyous, ebullient, witty. She was clever and taught me many things. Very Netchy. I wonder if she had some Netch ancestry. Oh, many things. She had a distinct lack of tendrils. It was very memorable. Her familiar, the crow, was almost as memorable. And she had that, oh, what's the word? The bearded creature she was fond of. Shala something? Shala boring, maybe? How should I know? I only met him once, and he was not buoyant at all. Ulfsild spent much of her time here, free of him. I always thought she floated much higher on her own. She would have made a great Netch. How can I not like a fellow flyer? She plays along with my games, acting like she's annoyed by my clever tricks. But I see through her. I know the crow enjoys my puzzles in the library. I ought to pay her a visit soon. Scribing is buoyancy of the mind, floating in your soul, lift within your very skills and spells. I find the idea of everyone doing something all the same way not just boring, but dreadfully tragic. You have your tendrils twisted on that. Ulfsild was the one who taught me. Though I shared my views and opinions with her, as I am happy to do with you, but we luminaries learned as much from the Archmage as she learned from us. Picture it. A wizened scholar traces arcane runes across a detailed summoning. I'm kidding. My birth was an accident of magic and deeply boring. It is why I try to stay so joyous and floaty. Existence is what you make of it, not Ulfsild. Is it not obvious? I mean, look at me. I am exceedingly buoyant, perfectly voluptuous. Oh, I see. You too hope to one day have a perfect form. Well, continue your studies, not Ulfsild. Someday you might ascend your imperfect vessel. Generally, far too dull for my tastes. Somber. Heavy. But I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Offering knowledge keeps me buoyant. So serious. So old. So focused. Too focused for me. I prefer to let the winds carry me where they will. The Indrik wishes we made sense, but we don't. So why let your tendrils get tangled up about it? My perfect form does not have eyes, not Ulfsild. But I want you to imagine I have them. Now imagine I am rolling them. She thinks herself oh so clever, but ignores even simple truths when they are right in front of her snout.
Thanks for all you're doing to help restore the Scalarium. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. I'd do that Westweald one personally. I know plenty of people who left Valenwood with King Nentharion that I'd like to keep safe.
It seems like the Netch has stopped its pranks. Thank Magnus. And thank you. I suppose even children get tired of the same gag over and over. If you're going to be fishing in Vardenfell, make sure you have bait. If you don't have the right bait for the right water, you won't catch a thing. I used to live near a lake. Fished almost every day. I miss the quiet.
Have you scribed that perfect skill yet? Spilled ink to perfect your favorite spell? Let's see, maybe I can help. But of course you do. Ask away, my new friend. Happy to help in any way I can. I believe so, yes. I have a good imagination, you can ask anyone. But I can think of few other reasons for an Indrik faun to be traipsing about the depths of an ancient library carved from a Somerset island. I most certainly hope so. This place is massive, and any assistance they might put forward would be deeply appreciated. You can tell them that Chronicler Ferandil said so when you speak to them.
The Netch acts in good faith. Some have found its attitude irksome, but I believe its intentions are pure. I hope more come to walk these halls with the passion of the Netch. If you decide to head into either the Forgotten Wastes or that other place that I will not attempt to pronounce, be on your guard. The creatures that roam there are more powerful than most. You may do well to bring a companion with you.
Everyone keeps talking about these odd things happening to them. They're saying it's this Netch luminary. Funny enough, though, nothing's happened to me. Wait, does that mean the Netch doesn't like me? Oh, the Imperial City. I'm sure I don't need to tell you how dangerous it is there right now. Daedra aren't the only roaming enemy that'll run you through first chance they get. Blessings to you if you choose that one, but stay safe.
I know that look. You've been tasked with busy work, haven't you? Well, it seems we're in the same boat. At least I'm fortunate to have it confined to the library, not wherever some mystical being decides to send me on a whim. Watch your back in Vasya Didenot if you head that way. The place is full of ruffians and cutthroats. Stealing a bunch of supplies from merchants is tame for them. I'm surprised they didn't gut them for fun.
Twice before you cross me.
Would be nice to get a drink or two. That was fun. Here. Lead the way. You found all that in there? Aw, sorry, little guy. You think you'll win?
You are most impressive, not Ulsealed. I will ensure the mortals I have in mind are aided by your buoyant deeds. In the meantime, let us talk about your proper trial, and another mortal altogether. I try to stay buoyant, I do. If we are to brush the ground, it should be for good reason. A father breathes his last in Vardenfell at a clinic in the town of Suron. He has regrets to resolve before his soul becomes untethered and drifts away. Your cleverness almost reaches that of Ulsealed, not Ulsealed. His soul has splintered into 3 parts. While my tendrils can hold him here for a time, a dark spirit seeks to claim him. That is why we must move quickly, with the help of your knight. With her portals, you and the knight can flow with the wind. We'll need that to help this man. Ask her to come speak to me. I will make her float with knowledge, and you can prepare for your journey. Soar suspended by your good intentions, not Ulfsild. The clinic is in the town of Suron on the Isle of Vardenfell. The night will be an effervescent addition to your trial. I just know it. Of course. I thought you might have things to ask, not Ulfsild. Your mind flows like a Nетчa's. Breezy, quick, absorbent. You know how some people just have trouble floating? He's like that. Nirn is a river, and I feel along the bottom for things to make float. He's one such soul. I've picked him up and put him back together before, but this must be the last. I am an attractive, floating, betendrilled entity of humor, enlightenment, and magic. But even I, the Nетч, cannot stop a soul from moving on to Aetherius when its time comes. Are you worried I'm going to play a trick on her? Don't you worry. If Nalia weren't buoyant, she'd be the first I'd help. But she has been quite floaty these days, and it's none of my doing. I want her to help you move with the winds of the soul. The votary is, as she's no doubt mentioned before, very talented with portals. Popping out of one space and into another. It's something I quite enjoy as well. And her skill will allow you to see this trial through to the end.
Knight, you have an aptitude for magic. Perhaps you just have not found the right teacher.
You sound like my mother. I know enough magic to get by, it's just not my focus.
The ink does not yet flow. I assume you are still working to complete the Nетch's trial.
The crow has warmed up to me, which is great. But now she wants to start tutoring me. It's like I'm back at my mother's home again. How goes your trial with the Nетch? Me? Of course. From chasing illusionary squirrels to luminary trials? It's been quite a day. Do you know why it wants me to tag along? I suppose when a magical being asks you to help out, you help out. This will be an interesting story to tell my parents when I head home for New Life Fest. See you when I catch up, adventurer.
Someone, please help!
Not you too. This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Talenra, but my wife insists we try a real
Well?
Father, I got here as soon as I could. Please, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, my love. He's very weak.
I keep normal consultation hours, but honestly, people just pop in whenever they feel like it. It's a bit disrespectful, don't you think?
Greetings.
I know this is a public clinic, but unless you're here to help, I'd ask that you leave my husband in peace.
Are you a healer with the clinic? Please, we came as soon as we heard. I need my father to know I made the journey. The way I last spoke to him, it can't be the last time. It can't. I never wanted him to pass from this world alone. I grew up thinking nothing could kill my father. He was a soldier and later a mercenary. Tough as they come. So when he wrote to me about this illness, I knew it was serious. We haven't spoken in years. He expected me to follow in his footsteps. I tried, but it's one thing to hold a sword and another thing to use it. I have the heart of a historian. I'm not made for battle. The last words between us were so bitter. I wanted to make amends. I don't know. The clinic says he's beyond their help. If I could just speak to him one more time, put our bitterness behind us and ease his passing. But it's too late. My father is in his final moments and has no idea I'm even here.
Alec, Melvina, hello. It must be a surprise to see me.
Nalia? What are you doing here?
I'll fill you in shortly. We're here to help. A friend, can I have a word? I had no idea Alec's father was even sick. We're old friends, so I'm eager to help however we can. Did the Netch explain how I'm going to help you? Back to where we began with portals? That sounds like the Netch. Apparently you're not the only one being tested here. Alec's father, Johannes, is still alive, but his soul is splintered and drifting across the face of Nirn. Yes. Any other time, I'd be annoyed. Portals are all the guild thinks I'm good for. But this is important. I'll remain here, divine where you're headed next, and open pathways as you go. It gave me some kind of mystical ink that will help us out. That's what the Netch said. Something about the ink snarling my tendrils with the wayward soul fragments. This is why I didn't stay with spellwork. If you're ready, wish me luck, and let's get started.
Nalia, please. Is there anything you and your friend can do?
I just want him to know I'm here.
One moment, Alec. This ink is... it's working. You're headed to Dragon Bridge. Walk with Magnus.
First mission. My first brush with death. The Reach folk had us on the run, I was so far from home and certain I'd die alone. I fought with everything I had. My wife was at home by herself. She told me she had news for me when I returned. I needed to know what it was.
This shouldn't take long. I was just getting started.
The end, aren't I? Dragon Bridge. My blood warmed the icy water. I should have died that day. Yeah, maybe I did. Mariel, Blackberry Mead, Border Watch, Alec, my life's pride. Were all those warm memories just the dreams of a dying young soldier? Alec? Yes. This is where I learned of Alec. Near death. Perhaps nearer than I am now. I remember tendrils cradling me, lifting me to the water's edge. My wounds closing, pain easing. A voice that was joyous, clear. That I had to live for my son. I feared I'd never live to meet him. I was just glad I wouldn't die alone. But when I woke later, no one was there. And when next I saw my wife, she handed me our child, a boy. My Alec. Where is he?
Loftily done! Nalia, the next portal, if you please. To Border Watch ruins you go!
You're going to regret this.
The day I thought Alec would join me as a soldier in my new assignment. The day he would break my heart. Still a little boy when I put that wooden sword in his hand. I'd convinced myself that he was inspired to be like me. That he was a fighter. was here at Border Watch that I was given command so many years ago. I sent for my son, urging him to enlist. We would defend these walls together. And he arrived, only to hand in his blade. Alec had such a love of history. I thought he'd relish the chance to stand with the soldiers that made it. I wanted to fight side by side with my son. Wanted that life so badly. Handing me his blade felt like he'd run it through my heart. I told him he'd be a failure, that he'd come crawling back. What loving father does that? Defiance. What possessed me to say such things?
Only one remaining not Ulsealed. Nalia, a portal to Blight Bog Sump, please.
My wife, long gone. My son estranged and beyond my reach. I was alone. Soldier's worst nightmare. My final venture as a man of the sword. I resigned my station and took to mercenary work. I had tracked a bounty to these ruins filled with traps and monsters. I was lost, injured. I fell and my torch went out. I was alone. So alone. I saw a shape in the darkness, looming like a storm cloud. Tendrils swaddled me like a babe. I did not fight as they held me close, set me on my feet. And it told me of Alec's life, his wife, his work as a respected historian. Alec was happy, and I was happy to hear it. I left these ruins, but I didn't have the courage to write my son until I fell ill. And then it was too late to make amends.
Well done, not Ulsealed. Nalia will see you back to Suron, where father and son reunite.
Father, it's Alec. I'm here. Just be still.
My boy, I've much to say. after coming so far. Just let me catch my breath.
He can hear me. He knows I'm here. My father doesn't have to pass from this world alone. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know how to thank you. What did you do? Growing up, he was all I had. Mother passed when I was young. We regretted what we said to each other, but the years got away from us. What do I do? How can I make up for all these years we've missed together? I'll try to tell him everything. My time as a historian, meeting my wife Melvina, everything. I'm just so relieved to hear his voice again. You and Nalia have given me a memory to last the rest of my life. Thank you, stranger.
My life's pride. I'm so sorry. Those things I said to you. I wish I could take it all back.
I know, Dad. I'm sorry I didn't give you the chance to make amends.
Shh, my boy. We're together now. That's all that matters.
We've done all we can here. Let's head back to the Scholarium and speak with you-know-who.
Thank you again, stranger. I hope I look all right. I didn't anticipate meeting my father-in-law today.
Don't know about you, but that really took it out of me. I'll meet you back at the Scholarium, all right? I'll say goodbye to my friends and probably take the long way back. I'm too exhausted to summon another portal right now.
What a marvelous game we just played! And you did it without my lithe and stylish tendrils. Even I must admit, I could not have done it better. What a delicious trick! Returning his father just in time! Grief is heavy, not good for floating. Regret, that's even worse. Alec and his father were trapped beneath all that weight, and now they are both just a little lighter. Now you're getting it! The best tricks are the ones nobody sees coming. A twist of fate, a bubble of hope, a glorious multi-limbed embrace. Seeing people happy is all for my own gratification. Selfish, I know, but I've been called worse. Absolutely. Consider my trial passed. I'll summon up my sigil, and you can take it back to the altar. It is time for you to scribe up your own clever tricks. Just remember to stay light, stay breezy, keep yourself as Netchy as you can. My sigil. Use it to amplify the altar and seek to better the world through your scribing. Be sure to thank Nalia, and don't be a stranger, or I'll find an excuse to start wandering the Scholarium again.
you are. I just got back myself. About to power up the altar again, are you? Don't let me stand in your way. Thank you. It means a lot that we could help Alec find some closure. I'm not sure he would have ever forgiven himself if we hadn't been there today. I wonder if Ulfsild ever faced a personal trial like this when she met the Luminaries the first time. I guess we just have to do what we can when we can and hope for the best. Oh, Magnus, did the Nетch teach us a lesson? The Netch acted like it was another trick, but I felt for some time like my magic has stagnated. It was really hard. But it was kind of a joy to really challenge myself. Still think I'll stick to swords and shields, though. I feel the same way. Just look at all the lives you made brighter. The altar is another wing stronger, and we reunited a man and his son for one final day together. The Netch's antics were kind of moving. All because of you, my friend.
Inspiring.